Hi. Every ACCA dreams of having their own practice. Unfortunately, in India, there are certain limitations. But in today's video, I'm going to discuss how you can have your own practice in India. But before we do that, like always, thank you so much for all your love, support, comments on my YT channel. I truly appreciate it. I've recently crossed almost 2500 subscribers. I've done 100 plus videos, and it's only been possible because you have been constantly interacting with me and giving your feedback. So thank you so much for all of that. Now, if this is the first time you're coming to my channel, can I request you to please hit the like button, the subscribe button and the bell icon so that you get to see all the videos that I do. And I assure you, I only do videos that will help you in your ACCA journey and your overall finance and accounting journey. Now, coming back to what can you do to open your own practice? Now, it is important to understand what is a practice. Now, a practice is nothing but a business that has got multiple things done, in which statutory audits are one of them, right? So therefore, when you have a dream of having your own practice, it is having your own business. Why am I stressing on this? Is because not a lot of people think through when they say they want to have their own practice. For example, I didn't want to have my own business until the longest of time. It took me almost a decade plus of work experience before I had my own business. The reason for that is it requires a lot of effort, it requires capital, it requires a lot of wherewithal, and if you are not willing to put in all of those extra hours, extra money, extra effort, then businesses are a tough place to be in, right? So therefore, if you are confident that you want to have your own business, i.e. practice, then yes, go for it. Otherwise, continue to get more experience and then eventually think of opening your own. Now, let's say you've decided that you want to have your own business or a practice. What do you do? Like I said, that you cannot have statutory audits because we can't sign the financials as far as India is concerned. However, there are tons of things that you can do as an ACCA. For example, my own dream is to have my own consulting firm, right? A consulting firm that can actually go out to companies, small businesses, work with them, figure out what are their current processes, streamline their processes, make sure that they are able to reduce the waste, and hopefully in turn get them the highest savings possible, right? Now, that's a very big business opportunity, especially in a country like ours. We see businesses all around us which are so unorganized, right? Therefore, as an ACCA, because you've done PM, you've done FM, you've understood all of these, where to put what matrix, how can reduce wastage, or how can you improve performance, all of that is there in our syllabus. Use that knowledge, hopefully work in a company like this for a few years, and then maybe you can start your own consulting. That's the first thing. The second one is that you can go for traditional accounting work, right? You don't have to be a chartered accountant who's got their own practice or certificate of practice. Now remember, even chartered accountants, unless until they don't have a certificate of practice, they cannot practice in India, right? So therefore, if you are an ACCA and you want to just do accounting for these smaller businesses or organization companies, you can do that. You can prepare their balance sheets, you can prepare their P&Ls, you can help them with their MIS, etc., which is more of kind of extension of the MIS, right? So you can do the accounting. Then there is another piece of work which is taxation. Again, you don't have to be a chartered accountant only to do taxation. You can do taxation work if you've got enough experience. You should be able to help companies to do better tax planning, be it individuals or be it companies. As long as you've got some experience, you have an understanding of the local taxation laws, you should be able to do that, right? So that's the third thing that you can do in your practice. The fourth thing is that you should be able to bring work from outside India as well. And let's not forget, if you have the certificate of practice from outside India. Now remember that if you really need a certificate of practice, you should have worked in the audit field for 2 to 3 years, and only then ACCA will give you a COP, right? So please make sure that you've looked at all of those things, and you should be able to bring statutory audit work to India. And if not statutory audit, a lot of back-end work can also come to you, right? And there are tons of examples, be it Infosys, Wipro, TCS and Accenture, all of them are doing these, right? So you should be able to do them as well. In fact, smaller organizations like QX and like there are quite a few, right, who have become actually very big over the years just by doing this outsourcing work, right? So maybe you can do that as well. So my point being is that you can do all of these things and you have your own practice. And let's say you want to get into audits because audit is all that you care about. Then you can pick up the non-stat audit work. There is internal audits work that you can still do. There are forensic audits that you can do. There are special audits, IT audits. There are so many audits you can still do and you don't have to sign, right? So therefore, if you want to have your practice, you should be able to come up, you should be able to do that, as long as you are willing to put in all those efforts, hours, because remember, it is at the end of the day a business, and a business requires a lot of additional efforts, right? So I hope this helps you. If you still need any further help, please drop me a comment and I'll be happy to help. On that note, all the very best and thank you so much. Bye-bye.